What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Grid Autosport, race number 2 of 2 at the Sepang International Circuit.
Dog, you're in position 12, and your teammates on pole.
And so let's get this going. We are in the touring class of Grid Autosport here. This is just my second race of the season. It's a short two-track season. Basically, 4 races is all this was. So we'll be finishing it up in here, doing some testing here. Obviously on my main screen you're seeing the actual driving. Upper right hand screen you're seeing a recap just to give you some different angles of it as we race through. So I never picked up this game because basically so many things that I read. And really the thing that set me behind on wanting to even get this game was when I first saw the cockpit view, or the lack thereof really good cockpit view, where the cockpit angle is pretty good, I will admit to that, but the fact that it's all blurred out and the dials aren't working really pissed me off when I first saw it before I ever got the game. And so I said, no way would I be spending that kind of money on this game if they were going to do that kind of a poor quality. And you started reading everything and they said, oh, this is basically like a extension of Grid 2, and Grid 2 was quite crappy in my opinion. Very over arcadey, too much drifting and you shouldn't have been drifting, this, that, and everything else. So when you read everything and you see certain stuff and you're kind of driven off by it, you wait until you can get a really good deal on it. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even buy this. This was gifted to me on Steam, so thank you to the anonymous person that gave it to me. I will not mention any names. So we're going to have some stuff going on in here. So like I said, this is the touring classes where I started in the setup, and you can have multiple there are multiple disciplines to run in basically in this game, and you can choose to run any discipline at any time. So if you're not like in one discipline, you can go run another discipline. You have touring class, you have open wheel, you have endurance, you have tuner, and you have street class. So you have 5 different classes that you can run in here as you level up. There's a lot of different things based off of even your options, how you set up your options in terms of cockpit view, HUD, no HUD, traction control, ABS, all that stuff, difficulty. How you set all those things up actually play a factor in your XP gain at the end of a race. So you can go from 0 additional XP gain all the way up to I think like 60% additional XP gain if you have it like all hardcore mode. Kind of like right in the middle right now. I'm actually utilizing the keyboard. I just hadn't pulled out my controller yet, so this is even more difficult for me. And I haven't even looked at my steering wheel yet. But so a couple things was, how is it? I mean, that's a big thing, right? How does it feel? How does it drive? How does it... in terms of racing, it is definitely not crappy arcadey like Grid 2 was. This is definitely more simcade, if you will. It's kind of a mix in between. Much more responsive cars. I'm not going to say it's a true sim because I've tried a few different tracks out in the custom, setup, and it can be a little bit weird with some of the cars, but it does feel a whole heck of a lot better than Grid 2. I can't say it's like Grid 1, but it's definitely close. I do like the feel of it. I like the driving experience so far. The only real disappointment still, like I said, is the cockpit, or the lack thereof working cockpit inside the car with gauges and everything, which is kind of disappointing. But overall, the game is pretty smooth for me. I can live with the cockpit view in terms of angle. The angle's pretty good on several cars, not all of the cars.
Well done. You beat your event rival.
But I'm liking it, and we'll have some more on it, and
That's third over
we'll
the
review
finish
it a bit
line.
more. But that's just a quick overview of what's going on, and hopefully you enjoyed this as we went through it. So we're just finishing up here team standings. I'm in the Oakley team. We'll go with our sponsorship objectives. I didn't lead a lap, so I didn't get that extra objective. Discipline rewards, as you can see, they all come up. Different boosts, different things. End of season 1 is over.
Great season. Your team will be happy. You did everything they asked, and that's a clear message to the other teams that you mean business.
So stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hit that like button if you did. I will catch you guys in future episodes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Great work. By hitting the team target, you now have some better offers on the table for the coming season. Keep that form going. It's the surest way to reach the Grid Championships.